Good evening. Hi, this is Susie. Um, Remember, my website is www.healthyexpressionsandhope.com. I hope to see y'all checking into that fairly soon. Anyways, tonight is we're going to talk all about sugar. There's refined sugar, and then there's organic sugars. Organic sugar is any type of sugar that's not treated with pesticides and has not gone through any type of chemical process. And there's two different ways that sugar can come about. There's sugar cane and sugar beets. Organic sugar is only from raw sugar cane, not the beets. And I'll explain why in just a minute. So with the organic sugar, you have the various trace minerals that are in that sugar that you get the benefit of whenever you use organic sugar. So organic sugar for 4 grams has 15 calories and 4 carbs, and then those trace minerals and vitamins and minerals that are in it, so which are actually really good for you, obviously. Okay, so refined sugar is where it goes through the chemical process to remove all the impurities, and the impurities are actually what has the nutrients in it. So whenever you go through a refinement, whenever the sugar goes through a refinement process, it removes the B complex vitamins that's in it, any healthy oils, and any of the fat soluble vitamins that's in the sugar cane. So we're not, most people aren't really sure, other than table sugar, which is refined sugar, if products contain the sugar, and there's other names that it can be, sugar can be called on the ingredients list. So some people might think, oh, this is good for me because of this, this, and this, but in actuality, that may be a hidden form of sugar. So some of the foods that are high in sugar, the refined sugar, is barbecue sauce, fruit juices, nutrition bars like the Special K snack bars, and tomato sauce flavored yogurt like Dannon Fit and Light. Then you have breakfast cereals, vitamin drinks, muffins, obviously. We know there's lots of sugar in muffins. So on average, an individual can consume up to 22 teaspoons of sugar a day on average. That's 355 calories. So that's a lot. That's probably almost a third or a fifth, anywhere between a third and a fifth of what somebody would eat in a day. So the recommended amount of sugar for women is 6 teaspoons, which is 100 calories. And for men, it's 9 teaspoons, which is 150 calories. So not a lot of sugar is recommended for our diets. And there's a reason behind that, because we get so much glucose coming in from simple carbohydrates. We don't need the extra sugar. And when we have that buildup of extra sugar in our body, what happens? We gain weight. We get the muffin tops and the beer bellies and whatever other nickname you want to call it. The most common type of refined sugars are granulated, sanding, which is used strictly for baking, like cookies and cakes and that kind of stuff, to make them all look really pretty. Then you have the super refined sugars, which is for using like in meringues and sodas, because it's like really, really super fine, and it mixes up really smooth. So then you also have powdered sugar, which is also confectioner sugar, and that's what donuts are covered in. So it's like America's, all the kids in America love powdered sugar. So, but there's other names that refined sugar can be called. You have barley malt, beet sugar, brown sugar, buttered syrup, corn syrup, fructose, the fruit juice concentrate, refined sugar, all the way. Dextrose, high fructose corn syrup, rice syrup, maple syrup, lactose is a refined sugar, which is kind of funny. Honey is considered a refined sugar. And raw sugar, which is still refined to a certain degree. And then maltodextrin and maltose. And there's lots of others. Those are just a few, because I mean, there's probably, I found a list of about 30 to 40 alternative names for refined sugar. So a lot of those we see on labels. A lot of them we know what they are just because we've been exposed to the name. So like high fructose corn syrup is in a lot of candies. It's in a lot of sodas, most sodas actually. Until here recently, some of the sodas have got away from the high fructose corn syrup, but they still have like the super refined sugar in there, because that's the main thing that they use in sodas. And then as well as you know, the corn syrups that we use for baking pies and that kind of stuff. I mean, the holidays, it's all about sugar. I mean, if you think about it, pies, cakes, cookies, everything is sugar, 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 sugar. So maybe, you know, for the next holidays coming up, just be more mindful of the amount of sugar that you're eating, especially if you have kids, because the sugar that goes into their bodies can overload their systems, cause them to become obese, can cause like attention deficit disorders. Just having too much a toxicity of sugar in your body can do really funny things to their bodies. There has been links to different things for different medical conditions. So I'm not going to get on into that because that would go on forever. So what I was mentioning earlier about organic sugar only coming from raw sugar cane and not the sugar beets. Sugar beets are is a GMO product, which is a genetically modified organism. So the seeds for the sugar beets is genetically modified, which it removes most of the nutrients in it. And so you're just eating the flesh. I mean, really doesn't do a whole lot for you. They've removed most of that when they've genetically modified it to withstand the effects of pesticides and to make it last longer while shipping and going to the stores and everything. So, hope y'all enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, just drop me a comment below, and I will see what I can do to answer that maybe one day next week, and I will talk to y'all later.